Choosing a game engine is a lot like choosing a university degree. Everyone insists theirs is the best, everyone regrets some part of it, and by the time you realize you've picked the wrong one, you're already too deep to switch. So today, we're looking at the 10 biggest game engines, what they are good at, who should use them, and some of the biggest games ever built with each of them. Let's go in order from you should need to code a lot, all the way to you don't need to code anything. Why should you not just build your own game engine at this point? Starting with the one that made an entire genre accessible to people who'd never opened a code editor in their life, RPG Maker. What makes RPG Maker one of the greatest game engines there is the fact that you don't have to write a single line of code. It's built around tile-based maps and a drag-and-drop event system. You place a character, you add a trigger, write some dialogue, and you've got a scene. There is no engine on this list that is more beginner-friendly. You've probably played some of the games made in it. To the Moon and One Shot are two of the most emotionally devastating indie games ever made, and both came out of the RPG Maker. If your dream game has dragons, villages, and emotional trauma, congratulations, you found your engine. But what if you'd rather skip the tile grid and build your own logic? Then we have Construct Engine. Programming is optional here. Construct lets you build your entire game using visual logic, drag conditions, drag actions, and watch it run instantly in the browser. The next Penelope and Airscape both prove that you can make something genuinely polished without even touching a line of code. It shines for browser games and mobile games. It's fast to prototype, fast to publish. Where it falls short is scale. It's just not built for AAA ambitions. But what if you actually enjoy programming? Then GameMaker is your choice. GameMaker is responsible for an unreasonable number of indie hits. Undertale and Hyper Light Drifter are two different games, yet use the same engine underneath. GameMaker's scripting language, GML, gives you real code without overhead massive engine needs. It's the 2D workflow that is the fastest in the industry. It's like Unity's younger sibling that skipped the complicated phase. Defold Engine. This is the engine nobody really talks about. Family Island, Cooking Diary are some of the games made from it. Chances are you've played a default game on your phone without ever knowing the name. It's lightweight, free, and built with excellent mobile optimizations baked in from the start. Now let's move from engines you've actually heard of. Godot. This is where energy changes in the room. Games like Potato or Cassette Beasts are one of Godot's best-selling games. Godot's fundamentally is free, fully open source, and there's no royalties to your revenue. That's why in the last few years, it has been easily exploding in the indie scene. Godot users will tell you it's the future before you even finish telling them about Unity CryEngine. The engine famous for just one meme, but can it run Crysis? CryEngine was so ahead of its time with graphical fidelity that when Crysis released, no graphics card could play it, not a single one. It holds out well against the best of all engines in terms of fidelity, in terms of how the environment looks like. To the best looking games like Hunt Showdown proves it's still alive and well. The catch? It's notoriously hard to learn. This is exactly why it's never become the industry default. Then there is Source Engine. Half-Life 2, Portal 2. This is Valve's go-to engine that doesn't mess around when it comes to making the best games available. It's triggered a physics revolution on how games handled objects, gravity, and interaction. Without Source, you'd have fewer memes, fewer mods, and probably no Garry's mod. Then Unity. This is everyone's go-to. Cuphead or Pokemon Go, Hollow Knight, all use Unity. Unity is, without question, the dominant engine on mobile. And a huge chunk of that comes down to two things: the asset store, which lets you buy whatever you want, you just grab the tools, pre-build instead of building everything from scratch, and C#, a scripting language that's approachable without being limiting. It's not without controversy though. Unity's pricing changes in 2023 caused an uproar across the entire indie dev scene, and they quickly backtracked. Even with that mess, it's still the best engine for both mobile and indie devs, myself included, the Unreal Engine. As the name suggests, it creates among the best blueprint for the best games and AAA titles we have had so far. Games like Fortnite, Black Myth Wukong, its title cards are quite calling. A visual scripting system powerful enough that entire games have shipped without a single line of C++. Paired with Nanite and Lumen, it pushes real-time graphics closer to film quality than any engine has ever done before. Every Unreal trailer somehow looks like a movie, until you realize you have to make the gameplay custom engines. Now, Minecraft in its original Java form, League of Legends, both run on engines built entirely from scratch. Rockstar built the Rockstar Advanced Game Engine for GTA 5 and Red Dead Redemption 2. Capcom built Re-Engine for Resident Evil 4 Remake and Monster Hunter Wilds. Eventually, some studios stopped asking which engine should we use and instead ask why should we not just build our own. So, what's actually the right one for you? Tell me in the comments. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video.